So the last video, I said that there's a big but. And that is, but are doctors reluctant leaders? Before we get into prescription number 4, which is the essentials of hospital economics and the raison d'etre, if you will, of this series, I want you to examine and investigate and reflect on this question. Are doctors reluctant leaders? When confronted with the offer of taking up a role in management or leadership, I have personally generally sensed a hesitation amongst doctors, even reluctance. For many doctors, accepting a leadership role requires, as it does for most leaders, a personal transformation, a change in their self-concept, and a shift in mindset. A shift like one of the shifts that we just discussed, System 1 to System 2, etc. However, I sometimes wonder if there were more mundane and practical concerns at play that causes this apparent reluctance amongst doctors. And here are some that come to my mind. Could it be possible that the doctor thinks, would getting involved in management dilute or compromise my clinical skills and capabilities? Won't I lose touch with what I trained for? And would I fall behind? Valid. Number 2, isn't being doctor more prestigious than being a manager? Wouldn't getting into management dilute my earnings? Number 4, my training generally hasn't provided me with adequate background in strategy, economics, leaderships, performance management, negotiations, dealing with boards, etc. So how am I going to be able to get all of this quickly to be able to equip myself with these toolkits in order to provide effective leadership and governance? These are valid concerns. However, I think the dynamics and the trends with regulation and technology worldwide, as we discussed, leave doctors with little or no choice. The reluctance to lead has to be dissolved. Reflect on this question as we move forward to the essentials of hospital economics. But before that, a brief word. There's another reason why I think doctors are reluctant to lead. I don't think they've really been asked to lead, right? And also, sometimes I feel that doctors tend to be a bit reluctant because if you see most hospitals' performance metrics today, or what they call KPIs, they're mostly operational. Wait time, turnaround time, resource utilization rate, and stuff like this, intervention rates, numbers in the OPD, conversion from ER to admission, numbers, occupancy of ICU, average revenue per operating bed. They're mostly transactional operational metrics. I think that doctors that are unwilling to lead in organizations focused on efficiency and resource allocation only may be more willing to take a leadership role in hospitals that are focused equally on clinical outcomes. And I think as we move away from volume-based care to care that is, value-driven, and we'll discuss what that means, it's likely that doctors are more enthusiastic about accepting a leadership role. Also, I think doctors should not forget that they have an ace up their sleeve. What is that? They are lifelong learners, right? They have to constantly adapt and adopt and keep learning to deal with the unknown, the uncertain, the unpredictable, the volatile, the ambiguity, the emergent nature of infections and our biology. And therefore, as they are lifelong learners, and if they can harness this natural strength and also make the mindset shift from System 1 automatic to System 2 deliberate, then I think doctors will be in a unique position to offer what is so desperately needed in hospitals. One, negotiating good compromises. And two, embracing creative and collaborative models. So there's greater coordination of care, there's greater alignment. So with that, we will get into the essentials of hospital economics. I admit that economics and numbers may be a bit boring for some of the doctors out there. You might think it's a place where excitement and enthusiasm go to die, but there is no way I can fully mitigate this. And this is why I took the effort of recording, 45, 50 odd slides in so many chapters to seduce you, to persuade you, to continue to spend some time into the fascinating stuff that is buried in the slides and videos that come up in this series ahead. So if you've survived me this far, then there's a high likelihood you'll complete the journey. So let us now get into Economics 101, your prescription number 4.